Hi, my name is Kaylin Brown, and today I will be presenting a speech on the different viewpoints of abortions and why people are advocates for each viewpoint. 1 in 4 women will receive an abortion before the age of 45. From 2011 to 2017, abortion rates dropped 20%. This photo shows that abortion rates reached an historic low in 2017 at 13,000 abortions. While abortions were legalized throughout the country in January of 1973, a few states began to make abortions legal under certain guidelines and adding restrictions in 2019. When abortions were legalized, it was made mandatory that every state had at least one abortion clinic available to women. This photo here is shown by state and shows the jail sentences for doctors who performed abortions after gestational limit. Unlike other topics of political debates, abortions have always been different from many other topics. Abortions have remained a battle of morality to the pro-life advocates and a battle of choice to the pro-choice abortion advocates. In the recent years, the idea of abortion have caused a lot of controversy within the U.S. and many other parts of the world. The topic of abortion has proven to be a touchy subject. A lot of people make judgments without knowing the full extent of a person's life, their story, and their decisions to do what they did. While some people believe that there may be a story behind every woman's decision to get an abortion, some people believe that their story is just not more important than the life of their child. Today, I will be informing you of the 3 main viewpoints of abortion. These stages will include pro-choice, pro-life, and pro-abortion, and what the difference is between these viewpoints. The first viewpoint I will be introducing today is pro-life. Pro-life supporters are now driving their points using the idea of science and technology. People who are pro-choice oftentimes use science to help support and drive their standpoints. As technology improves, there is more evidence that points to life in earlier pregnancies. For the last 40 years, pro-life activists have argued that the fetus is a life and is entitled to the same human rights that we all possess. Newfound technology shows that a baby at 18 weeks may possess many human-like qualities. To the activist Ashley McGuire, that makes it harder to think of a fetus or a baby as discardable. The debate around an abortion is being remade by scientific and technological progress. In the United States, doctors and other technicians are able to refuse an abortion after 28 weeks of life due to a fetus chance of being viable after the termination of the pregnancy. Science is now allowing parents to learn more about their children and see their babies engage in human-like qualities earlier in pregnancies. Science is enhancing the immorality of abortions, and the new information may cause a person to think more in depth about their decision. The next topic I will speak to you about will touch on the topic of those who are pro-abortion and how this group of people may differ from those who are pro-choice. There are people that are pro-abortion who believe that abortions are a positive and evil good that is and should be socially understandable. Valerie Tarico, who is an author of a personal article, explained to her audience that abortions are a part of a set of tools that help women and men to form the families to their choosing. Tarico explains that she is pro-abortion because life is all about timing, and a well-timed pregnancy allows children to live and lead healthier lives. There is more than enough evidence that proves that women who are able to manage their lives correctly have healthier pregnancies, childbirths, and lives with their children. The marriage of the parents are healthier, and they are able to provide better lives for both themselves and their children after a planned pregnancy. Some people are also pro-abortion because the lack of access to an abortion clinic causes women to proceed to do dangerous things. Women may feel as if they are forced to self-induce a miscarriage or an abortion to remove themselves from the shame of others due to their decision. In the Louisiana abortion wars, it is stated that a woman at 10 weeks pregnant had no other recourse than to resort to a botched self-induced abortion, which resulted her being admitted into the New Orleans Charity Hospital. Not having access to abortions or fearing the reaction of society drives women to do very dangerous things. Lastly, I will speak on the idea of being pro-choice and how their viewpoint affects the world beyond them. People that advocate for pro-choice do not favor abortions, they just favor every woman's decision to choose. It is a mistake to think that anyone likes abortions or believe that the pro-choice movement is truly about supporting abortions. The American leftist group values and supports every woman's right to choose abortion for herself, especially being that you may never know why a woman may decide to get an abortion. This photo shows that there are many reasons why a woman may decide to get an abortion, and the highest percentage is 30.9%, and this is a group of women who decided that they just didn't want any more children. Alexandra de Sanchez, author of Pro-Choice Movement, Cares More About Abortion Than Choice, notes that many women do in fact suffer terribly as a result of undergoing an abortion, and they are often ignored instead of supported. The mental and emotional trauma after an abortion is not treated properly and leaves women with open wounds that may never be healed. Not only do women have to deal with the natural consequences of their decision, they also have to deal with the consequences of society. Society does not recognize the psychological impact that abortions may have on women. Society and even the people closest to them may bash and judge a woman because of her decision, while never questioning why she made such a decision and how it has impacted her life. After reading and regaining content on abortions, it is clear that this is a subject that people all around the world feel strongly about. Throughout the course of my speech, I have informed you about the 3 viewpoints of abortion and why each viewpoint may or may not be useful to a specific group of people. The 3 viewpoints on abortion were pro-choice, pro-life, and pro-abortion. Abortions are something that a decent amount of women may have to go through in their lifetime. Making the decision alone may be hard, but the aftermath of it is harder. So if you ever get the chance to meet someone that had to endure such pains, understand that their decision came from a potential necessity, and understand that there are more people upset with them than trying to help them overcome their struggle. I challenge you to open your hearts and be one good person amongst the many bad and less understanding. Once again, my name is Kaylin Brown, and thank you for listening.